Hey, what's up soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Zombies Top 5. Now today I picked an idea that I thought of myself, and this is going to be the top 5 most annoying maps to open Pack-a-Punch on, because I've never seen anyone else do this, so I thought it'd be a cool idea, because opening Pack-a-Punch can be a little bit tedious sometimes, a little annoying if you know what I mean. So before we get into the video, if you do enjoy, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. Shout out to all the dudes on screen right now who subscribed recently. I really do appreciate it a ton, and if you are new and you do subscribe, let me know down below so you can be featured in the next video. Now before we get into it, I just want to mention that today at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to be doing a grief tournament 4v4 over on Twitch on Black Ops 2. So we're going to be playing the Black Ops 2 classic maps, you know, Burrow, Town, and Cell Block. It's going to be a good time playing with some other YouTubers. So if you guys want to check that out, it'll be on Twitch. It's going to be the top link in the description. Make sure you guys go over there and follow me as well, because I'm going to be streaming on Twitch from now on. And also I might upload that like as a morning upload over the weekend. I'm not really too sure though. Maybe I will. I honestly don't know. Probably if I lose, then I won't upload it, if you know what I mean. But just kidding, I'm not going to lose. It's freaking Black Ops 2 and I'm a beast at that game. So anyways guys, without further ado, let's get right into the top 5 most annoying maps to open Pack-a-Punch. Coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be a Black Ops 3 fan favorite, and that is Garage Crovy. Now it's pretty awesome. There's dragons flying around blowing fire, and you end up burning your butt off more than transit in some cases, but overall Garage Crovy really isn't that bad. You end up getting these code cylinders. You have to place one in Dragon Command, one in the tank station, and one in supply being the second one, and then the tank station being the third one. Now once you place all 3 of those, then you get a piece from each of the Groff modules that you protected, and you can place it downstairs in the room that you build the riot shields, and then basically that activates a caller so you can ride the dragons all the way to the bunker, then get launched down, and boom, you can Pack-a-Punch. So this one takes about 10 minutes. It's really not too bad, but I would say that it can be a little bit tedious at times. Instead of just being able to Pack-a-Punch pretty much straight away, you do have to do a few steps, which can be a little bit annoying. But the really interesting thing that I noticed from doing all of these is they really want you to open up the entire map before you can Pack-a-Punch. It's something that I noticed with every single Pack-a-Punch step, and I never really noticed that before. I don't know if that's weird or anything, but I guess it kind of does make sense to open up the entire map before you can Pack-a-Punch and actually get upgraded guns. So anyways guys, Garage Crovy comes in at the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be another fan favorite map, this time from Black Ops 2, and that is going to be Origins. Now most people would probably consider this the best map ever made by Treyarch. I would be one of those people that says the second best map, because Mob's obviously way better. Just kidding, it's a good map. But anyways, I would go out on a limb and say this one is pretty annoying to open Pack-a-Punch on, because once again you have to open up the entire map. But not only that, you have to turn on all 6 generators around the map. There's one in spawn, then there's gen 2 and 3, and then you have gen 4, 5, and 6. And overall, you make your way from spawn all the way to the back of the church, and you have to turn on all of those generators. So this one does take a little bit more time, and it's more time consuming. This one took about 16 minutes overall, and that was me like going as fast as I possibly could. And obviously we're playing Black Ops 2 because the classic is way better, but overall it was a lot of fun. And I would just say that Origins, it just takes too long to Pack-a-Punch, but then again, you got to respect it, man. Like this map is so good, everything about it's fantastic, but it's just a little too tedious, I think, to turn on all the generators to be able to actually Pack-a-Punch, because each different generator has like a piece of the Pack-a-Punch machine, which I think is a cool little thing that they added in. But the Pack-a-Punch camo is awesome, so I guess in a sense you get rewarded for turning on all 6 generators. It does make sense, but then on round 10, those guys are going to come and shut off one of your generators, and if you don't kill them quick, they're going to turn off all of them. So overall, Origins comes in at the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be a map that I didn't think I would put on this list, but then after thinking about it, I was like, oh yeah, people are going to be pretty mad if I don't put this one on. And yeah, it's Mob of the Dead. So you actually have to build the entire plane. So there's 5 parts you have to get. Obviously you get like 1 part really easily in the infirmary, which is the room below the roof. Then you have to enter the numbers on the spiral staircase. You get that piece. There's another one out at the docks that you have to shock, and it opens one of the doors, and then you have to shock it again if someone's playing with you. Or if you want to just skip that shortcut and you only want to do it solo, you can just jump up and shoot it and it will open automatically. Really easy. Then you have to shock the generators so that the electric door that's in the warden's office is not electrified anymore. And last but not least, you have to get the shirt that is located in the showers by doing a lockdown. So all those 5 parts are pretty easy to get. This one does take a little bit of time though, because once again, it's in Black Ops 2. There's no gobblegums or anything to help you get through it much faster, so it's going to take about 15 minutes in order to build the plane. If you're speed running, maybe you can do it in like 8 minutes like me and Luna do all the time, but then again, it does get a little bit frustrating because you have to once again get all the parts. If you're just trying to pack a punch easily, then obviously you're going to have to go through all that stuff and 15-minute process in order to be able to pack a punch. But overall, being on the bridge is pretty awesome, so it comes in at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot is a map that came standard on Black Ops 3, and that is Shadows of Evil. It was the only map actually that came standard on Black Ops 3, and overall Shadows of Evil is a decent map, but it's really tedious when you have to open up Pack-a-Punch because you have to do all of the rituals. There's one in Nero's Lair, then there's the boxing ring, then there's the Black Lace Burlesque, and last but not least you have the Ruby Rabbit over in the Canal District. And overall it can get a little bit frustrating because you have to do all those. This one does take pretty long, about 15 minutes yet again, and I just think that when you're having like a map be the standard on disc map, it's a little bit hard for new players to actually understand how to do everything. So I think that overall this one was a little bit too challenging for like the noob players, but for us zombie veterans it was really easy. But at the same time, this one, it seems more like a hassle than anything. Now obviously if you really wanted to, it is in Black Ops 3, so you could use like wall power or crate power to get a gun straight away Pack-a-Punch, which is what I normally do because let's be honest, I don't really have the time to open up all that stuff. But at the same time, it's really not that bad. It's part of the Easter egg, so at least you're doing part of the Easter egg while you're opening Pack-a-Punch. And a really interesting thing is only about 4% of people that played Shadows of Evil have actually opened up the Pack-a-Punch machine and done all the rituals. So that's pretty interesting. You can just check that by looking at one of the trophies on Black Ops 3. Pretty interesting stuff. I mean, that was a few months back, so maybe it's more now, but still really interesting. And Shadows of Evil comes in at the number 2 spot. Alright guys, now we have 2 honorable mentions for this video. Now the first one is going to be Revelations. Now for Revelations, you have to make your way around the entire map and pretty much open up the entire thing, because you have to access all 4 of the corruption generators, turn them on, do the little challenge where all those guys come at you, the Furies, the Apothecans, all that sort of thing. And it's really not too bad, but overall this one can be kind of annoying. That eventually you use the Tesla ray to trap the huge Apothecon. You go inside the Apothecon, you shoot down the 3 things connecting it to like the roof of its mouth or something, and then it comes out of a sack. And that one's pretty cool to open up, but I would say that Revelations is a little bit too tedious. This one takes like 12 or 13 minutes if you have like shopping free, and you can get around really fast, sometimes even less obviously. Now the next one is going to be Ascension. Now this was the first one that seemed a little bit too tedious in my opinion, because you had to ride all the lunar landers around the map, which can be kind of frustrating. Usually the route I take is I'll open up the one near the stage after turning on power, and then I'll go over to the one near stamina up, and then last I'll finish it off with the one near speed cola. And then you have to launch it right at the power area. You have to launch the rocket up, and if you have a ray gun, you can shoot it and it'll explode and you get a free double points, or you can just not blow it up and you don't get a free double points. But overall Ascension is pretty annoying, and so is Revelation, so they both came in at the honorable mention spot. Let's get into the number 1 spot. And coming in at the number 1 spot for the most annoying and tedious Pack-a-Punch to open is going to my man Takiao on Zetsubo no Shima. I don't know if Treyarch is doing this on purpose, but it always seems like they really try to make us hate Takiao. Not only was it a bad map in Black Ops 3, in Black Ops 1 he had literally no soul, and the quotes were terrible from Takiao, like for honor, and like that's literally all he said, it seemed like. But or the motherland or something like, actually no, that's Nikolai. I don't know what I'm saying, but anyways, I would definitely say that Zetsubo is really annoying, because not only do you have to turn on power in lab A and lab B at the same time to open the bunker, once you get inside the bunker you still have to do more stuff. You have to turn on power so you can eventually get one of the pieces by staying in the water area. You get like locked in, and then also you have to swim underwater again to get where you get the like the flower for the KT4 part. There's another part down there, and then last but not least, you have to go into the purple water room and knife all the sacks of zombies. There's like a zombie in each body bag, and for me, I'm just super unlucky, so it's always like the last one that I knife open. But that's besides the point. So I would definitely say that Zetsubo is by far the most tedious and annoying pack punch to open ever in Call of Duty Zombies. So I know this video was a little bit long, but I really hope you guys did enjoy. I spent a lot of time working on this video and, you know, thinking about all the stuff or the list. I really wanted to make this a good list, so I really hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.